is that you guys are going to be co-headlining the Fall AP Tour with Mayday Parade, Set Your Goals, Secret Handshake, and You Me at 6.
Yes. Yeah.
Are you excited for it? Do you have anything to say about that?
Absolutely. You know, I mean, it's cool for us to go on a tour with bands that, you know, I think we've toured with some of those bands like on Warped Tour, but we've never, you know, gone out and done a tour like this, you know, where it's just, on Warped Tour there's so many bands that you can get a little lost in it, you know.
Definitely.
So we don't really know all those guys too well, so we're looking forward to, you know, spending some time with some new bands. You know, over the past few years we toured with a lot of the same bands over and over again, and I even say that about our whole career. And so we're looking forward to making some new friends, and most importantly, we're looking forward to, you know, going to see all our fans again. You know, it's been a while since we've all gone out there as a band and played. You know, and I'd like to think we've gotten better during that time, and we just want to go show people that and have some fun with them. You know, we got a lot of great fans. You know, we're constantly reminded of that. You know, sometimes when we're off for too long, you know, you get pretty distant from, you know, the fan base and stuff like that. So it's really exciting when you come back on a tour and, you know, you're met with such a warm welcome.
Yeah, definitely. In August, you're going to be touring in Australia with Amberlin.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that one?
Love those guys. Yeah, it's actually, when we were working on Fast Times in Los Angeles, we were sharing on like a rehearsal studio with Amberlin. They were in the room next to us, and their guitar player Christian used to be in a band called Acceptance that we toured with years ago, and he's one of our best friends.
Yeah, Acceptance is really good.
Yeah, we got to know him really well on the Acceptance tour. Our friend Kyle, who also was in Acceptance, plays keyboards for Amberlin now on tour. We got to know all those guys on Warped Tour last summer, and just kind of making small talk outside of the rehearsal studio last year. And you know, going to Australia is always a blast. You know, it's like a second hometown to our band. You know, and you know, having our guitar player, he's from Sydney. You know, so when we go there, it's, you know, just as much a homecoming as Chicago is. You know, and Amberlin's gonna be a fun band to go with.
Nice. Will TIATV be continuing on the fall tour and possibly in Australia?
I would assume so. You know, I don't think we see any reason why not to. You know, it's not just something we do. You know, it's not like some promotional gag we do. You know, we do it for fun. You know, and right now we're not doing it simply because our heart would be in it if we were doing it in our hearts. Right now it's in making some new music and taking some steps forward as a band. You know, so you know, as we do TITB for our fans, you know, and but at the same time, you know, there has to be a line drawn between, you know, we're musicians, not actors, you know, and sometimes we, you know, it can be perceived as the other way around. When every Sunday we have to do this project every week and put a lot into it, you know, and sometimes it's nice to just, you know, listen to a record and, you know, write a record and all those things. So, but, you know, we're just kind of in that phase right now. So I think when we go on the fall tour, we'll be ready to, you know, cut loose and get the video camera out.
Get some new episodes.
Yeah, do some fun stuff. Nice. So we definitely don't want our fans to think that it's gone in any way. You know, it's just, you know, and with TITV, you know, I think we've always been a band that tries to go out there and meet our fans, you know, at least as much of them as possible. And, you know, I guess for right now, the only way to see the band is to come see us play, and hopefully you'll run into one of us, and hopefully we can have a little chat.
Yeah. Now, speaking of TIATV, there's been other kind of bands that have kind of followed in your footsteps a little bit, like Cobra Starship has done Cobra Cam, and a couple ones like that. So do you kind of feel like you guys started the whole kind of
I think we feel like we did. You know, I don't know if we did. There's all these clothes hanging under here. I'm kind of hunchback under here where I'm. But no, yeah. I mean, when we came up with the idea for TITV, you know, we'd never seen it done before. You know, we had like a little TV thing on one of our first websites, and you know, we'd just make videos whenever we could and put them up. You know, and then after a while, it became such a. Oh yes. I'm like, we're doing an interview. I'm telling him about your genius idea of TITV. Yeah, Mike was actually the one who, you know, kind of mentioned something about it, and then I remember Butcher, you know, being the creative, you know, artist one, drew like this TV, and I guess mapped out what the website should look like, and we did that, you know, and that was before YouTube even, you know, or like, and you know, obviously since the internet explosion with, you know, videos and stuff like that, a lot of bands, you know, I mean, it's a fun thing to do, and it's a cool thing for your fans, so there have been a lot of bands that the same guy who makes our TITVs went out, because we were such close friends with Cobra after all the tours we've done together. Jack went out when we were off and did the Cobra Camp stuff too, so it's actually directed by the same guy. So
that's nice. How about if you could tour with any 3 bands in the whole world, alive or dead, doesn't matter, just if you could pick a band and you guys would open, play anything, who would they be and why?
It's hard to say. I guess one of them would have to be, Jimmy Eat World or someone like that. I think they've always been a band that, have influenced us in one way or another. There's a lot of bands that I'd say that I feel like we get booed off the stage if we went and played with. So, I refrain from saying those bands most of the time. I guess we'd like to tour with Foo Fighters or something, because I think, we're enough a rock band to fit in with a band like Foo Fighters, or at least we like to pretend we are. There's a lot of other bands, I'd love to tour with Dylan or U2, but I wouldn't expect the fans to really, react too much to us, because they're there to see such a prolific band, a prolific artist, So, really, we like to just tour with our friends, it doesn't really matter what your band sounds like, if we know you or not, We just like to go out and, if the kids have fun, and, we put on the same show, every night. We go put our hearts into it and have fun, so it doesn't really matter who plays.
Exactly. Well, I just mentioned that the AP tour is going to be going on. That's going to take about, I think, 2.5 months to complete, around there. Do you guys have any plans for after that yet, or have an idea of what you might want to be doing?
That stretches into November. I'm sure we'll stay home for Thanksgiving and, do some stuff like that, and then, maybe go into the studio or something, it's hard to think that far ahead, I don't want to say that's our immediate plan. We haven't really decided that, but, other than maybe some international touring or something, I could see that definitely. We don't want to oversaturate touring too much, so if we do the AP tour, I think that leaves a pretty big open window for us to book some time and go in and make some music.
Nice, definitely. So, is there anything else you want to add, to say to any of your fans, any people that might watch it?
Thanks for supporting the band. Like I said, we were off for a few months, and it's nice being back out and feeling the support from the fans. It feels like we never left. It feels, it's just been a lot of fun so far. Last night we played in Chicago, and we played 4 songs, and it got rained out. And there's all these people, they wouldn't let us play anymore because the thunderstorms and stuff. It's just amazing to feel that people, the past 2 days, the day before we played in New York, it was a downpour. To see all these people standing out there with us while we're all getting poured on, and there's a chance of being struck by lightning or something for all of us. It's fun to feel we have fans that will come out and support us in any, rain or shine. Doesn't matter how cold it is. Fans come out and always want to have a good time with us. So we're really grateful for that.
Awesome. Well, thank you,
Adam.
Adam.
Great to meet you, man.
Thank you. That's Trek News.
Bye, guys.
Bye.